Apa khabar semua? Welcome back to the Khabar Baik show. First things first, to all my Muslim brothers and sisters, selamat menyambut Hari Raya Aidilfitri. Semoga Aidilfitri ni membawa kegembiraan, kekayaan dan kesihatan kepada anda dan keluarga. Unfortunately, we cannot really balik kampung this year lah because MCO3. And let's hope this MCO doesn't try to be like the Fast and Furious sequels lah, huh? Hey, jangan. Actually, according to the SOP, technically you can still balik kampung lah, tapi kena berjogging. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a great show for you tonight. Let's make this Friday more joyous by celebrating some Khabar Baik. Earlier this week, we see Ustad Abid Liu helping a homeless auntie get a new home. According to Ustad Abid's Facebook post, Auntie Lechmi has been sleeping under a small tree for 14 years. This Indian auntie is 62 years old, but she diligently picks scrap metal every day. Not only did Ustad Abid offer her a housing unit, he also took her shopping for clothes, shoes, and other household necessities. He also made sure she was well fed by taking her for a meal before heading to the house. Now, I am very grateful for Ustad Abid, seriously. He is a living and breathing example of someone who walks the walk. This Raya, we also want to celebrate Malaysia's Semangat Kejiranan. In a tweet last Saturday, a student shared two photos that show two separate neighbours asking if they could provide him and his housemates food while they undergo quarantine. According to his tweet, the students received a handwritten note from their auntie neighbour asking them if they have enough groceries stocked up and even offered to help them get some. Now, this is exactly what I remember seeing in our Pendidikan Moral textbooks. That Semangat Kejiranan. On to some sports. Sarawak Paralympic athlete Bonnie Bunyao wins gold medal at 2021 World Weightlifting Championships. After Panalela's success in winning the FINA World Cup last week, the National Sports Arena was once again awarded a glittering gold medal when Malaysian Paralympic athlete Bonnie Bunyao Gustin won the tournament. Not only that, Bonnie has also beaten his own personal record from 2019 with his PR of 207 kilograms as he takes the gold medal this year, lifting a weight of 226 kilos in the under 72 kilogram men's category. Bonnie's coach, Mr. Jamil Adam, also said that Bonnie is on track and will be ready at his top performance for the upcoming Tokyo Paralympic Games. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we want to celebrate a super talented individual. She is a documentary photographer, the co-founder of Women's Photographers Malaysia, one of the 7 Malaysians listed in Forbes 30 Under 30 Asia, and she was also part of Red Hongi's project that recently got featured on the cover of Time magazine. Ladies and gentlemen, here to celebrate with us, please help me welcome Annice Lyn. Annice, apa khabar?
Khabar Baik. Just want to say good job on this. And yeah, good job on that Khabar Baik because it's like something like a dupe of some good news. And I always wanted to be on Khabar Baik because I'm a huge fan of George Krasinski. So yeah.
I'm so glad to have you here tonight. And tonight, I want to talk to you about a lot of things. But first things first, I'm sure you've heard of this. Couple of weeks ago, we did a show and then we were talking about this Khabar Baik about Red Hongi, a Malaysian artist, and how her piece of work, her masterpiece was featured on the cover of Time magazine, right? But then, what I didn't realize till later on was that you can't just have the art on the cover of a magazine. You need a photo of it. And little did I know, you were the photographer.
Yeah, I was the photographer, but how did you find out actually?
Yeah, okay, first of all, it was on the Star. And then in the Star, because everyone was just talking about Red Hongi, right? And then I was just looking for Khabar Baik, and then I was reading through this article, and then I see your name there, photographed by Annice Lyn. I'm like, and then I was like, oh my goodness, I have to talk to you about it. So tell us about your experience.
First thing first, this is a one-shot project. It's like we put everything up in flames. Yeah, it is a one-shot project.
Yeah, let me just get this clear. Huh? What you guys did was you all made like the world map using matches, right?
Yes, 50,000 matches in total.
50,000 matches. And then how long did this take? How long did it take for you to set up the whole thing?
It took us 2 weeks with the team. So 2 weeks every day, I think from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
So 2 weeks setting up the whole map, and then you gotta light it up, right? Because it's gonna burn everywhere.
Yeah.
And so it was one shot. So meaning if that take didn't work out, you guys will have to do another 50,000 matches.
Macam balik MCO for 2 weeks. Yeah. Oh no, so there's
Oh,
no
that
plan
was
A.
amazing.
There's no plan B, there's only plan A. So
Wow.
it took 2 months of work and 2 weeks to assemble the matches.
2 months to prepare, and on D-Day, how did you guys feel?
That week I couldn't sleep lah, really. I think from Monday leading up to Thursday night, it was incredibly stressful. So until Friday comes, the call time was 8 a.m. and they planned it out nicely. I mean, Hong is the producer and she have Chi Chong, which is her co-producer and her right-hand man. They planned out, okay,
Yeah.
you know what? Let's have McDonald's, let's have curry puff, and let's have a feast. Then after that, we burn the world. So when the day itself came, I feel like there's a sense of peace in me that I couldn't describe because you can see that everybody's energy is so pumped up. Like from Kern, the director, to the photographers, to the videographers, and everyone. We have firefighters on standby. They're just very chill, and we all know that, you know what, for 2 months of work, down to 2 weeks of non-stop assembling the world map together, we have done our best. We have prepared everything from A to Z.
And his Time magazine is based in New York, right? It's a global magazine. How was it like, being an all Malaysian team, getting featured on the cover of the magazine? I mean, it's really Malaysia boleh lah.
So all of us are aware it's for Times magazine, and all of us just hopped in because I think first come to us is, what an experience it is, and second is, it's really, we carry on the Malaysia boleh kind of anthem. One thing I love is, as Malaysian, we often don't really get Khabar Baik, like really good Khabar Baik, if you look at the news. So I think this is one of the Khabar Baik that we want to put on the world, basically put on the world map, on a world platform, international platform. So with one thing I love about this quote is, with great power comes great responsibility. With great power comes great responsibility. Very Spider-Man, but however, I think I like to rephrase it to, with great platform comes great responsibility.
That is amazing, the power of collaboration. And really love how everyone is just so humble. And even from what I'm hearing from Red, no matter how big her name is, she sounds like, she's super nice and she always credits the team. It's super amazing. So Annice, I have a question. Do you have a copy of the Time magazine here?
Oh yes, I do. It's actually from Red herself, because I think Time magazine sent it to her. There it is.
Wow, look at that. Climate is everything. Super proud of you. Super proud of Red. You guys deserve this. You made Malaysia proud without a doubt. But then just less than a week later, I see this news about Forbes 30 under 30 Asia, and 7 Malaysians were listed. And tengok, you were one of them. And it's non-stop back to back, man.
Okay, like this one, how do you found out again?
I host the Khabar Baik show. I have to find good news on Malaysia. So I'm hunting for all this. And then one day, what happened was it came out on LinkedIn. There was an article, I think, by Vulcan Post. And then I saw your photo. I saw your photo in the article thumbnail itself.
So if you're asking me, I am very excited because I think when Forbes the list came out, I don't think it was just me as the lister, because I think it's 7 of them. They are 7 of them. Some of them I just got to know what they're doing, and some of them are friends of friends. And for my own, I would say that it's not just for me. It's more of being a representation, and what I advocate for, seeing a lack of representation of women in the photography industry. So I don't think the listing is just for me, but it's more like, if I can, I feel like it's a calling. Last year when the Women's of the Future Award, and it said, and it's really loud from God. It says that, if I'm the one chosen to be the representation and have that calling and have that opportunity and platform to just take and represent WPM, the fellow female photographers in Malaysia. So why not?
That is amazing, Annice. Like I really love what you just said about, it's not just you are not the only one being listed, in Forbes. It's really you are being that representative. You're just standing on the front behind all the women photographers. And I think that is just so powerful, Annice, and you're so humble, man. And I really respect that. And I'm just seeing your journey, and it's really amazing because when I met you, the first time I met you was at a wedding. I was emceeing, you were the photographer, and then little did I know that you were this, like Canon ambassador and this documentary photographer, and then now you're on Time magazine, featured on Time magazine, and then now Forbes, and I just want to say this. I'm so proud of you. But I'm putting aside the achievements. I'm putting aside the titles and your work. In the end, right? I see your character. Wow, your heart, right, Annice? And I honestly feel it's because you have this kind of character, this heart. That's why success comes to you. And I truly believe this. I'm very sure that all of us have our own path, have our own calling, like we were mentioning as well. And each of us can learn from one another. Each of us can collaborate, and each of us can achieve our goals together. So with that being said, my final question to you is this, Annice. What is that one core message in your heart that you have been carrying, throughout your life, throughout your career, just your day to day?
I would say my dad gave me a very good advice. So he said Annice, with all the achievement you have, or as a person, whatever you do, you have to get your fundamentals right. So it's as simple as ABC, which is attitude, behavior, and character. So I think my dad, being as Chinese as he can be, he's like, Loya, you have to get your ABCs right, If your ABC That's what you do.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it first from Annice Lyn. Get your ABCs right, your attitude, behavior, and character. From credits to Papa Teo. Thanks so much for the wisdom. And Annice, thank you so much for your time tonight. Really, I really appreciate, and I got so much. I'm sure everyone watching got so much value from what you just shared. And we want to wish you all the best. Seriously, keep working hard, keep hustling. You're only going to go higher from here, Annice. Thank you so much.
Yeah, really. Thank you so much for having me and for fulfilling one of my goals for this year. Yeah.
Alright, see you, Annice. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. If you're looking for a photographer, you can check out more of Annice's work on Instagram at Annice Lyn, or you can even check out her website. I will leave the link in the description below. And that is all the time we have this week, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you had a memorable ride with the family at home. Let's keep celebrating one another because we really need it more than ever. With that being said, if you have some Khabar Baik to share, let me know in the comments down below. DM me on Instagram, or you can even tweet me at ChrisMJ. This is the Khabar Baik show, reminding you that if you look for good news, you'll find it. Good night, everyone. Have a great weekend.
First things first, to all my Muslim brothers and sisters, Selamat menyambut Hari Tahun. No wait, Khabar Baik episode 20 is a wrap. Okay, now you can leave.